Live from Studio A in Central Arkansas, Michael R. Davis Ministries presents Friday in the Driveway, Studio Edition. With host Michael R. Davis. Sidekick and technical director, Bay Davis.
Friday in the
Driveway
Studio
Edition.
With some thoughts on how to get through this thing called life, here is Michael R. Davis!
Friday in the
Driveway
Studio
Edition.
Well, hello. Welcome to Friday in the Driveway right here on Facebook Live TV and YouTube Live TV. I am your host, Michael Davis, Michael R. Davis. And man, I am tickled to death that you're with us tonight. And as I say tickled to death, that's really not a nice thing to say if you tickle somebody to actually death. But you're not supposed to put yourself up there. You're not supposed to put yourself up there yet because I haven't even introduced you yet.
I accidentally did it. Sorry.
Oh, good night. But anywho.com. I'm happy that you're with us tonight. You may be thinking to yourself right now, what's Friday in the Driveway all about? And the truth of the matter is, I'm glad you asked. Because Friday in the Driveway is all about just us discussing things to kind of help us get through this thing called life. That's what it's all about. Now, usually my daughter, Bay Davis, is our technical director, but she's run off to college and she's doing her thing. I think she's working tonight until about 8:30 o'clock, and she hadn't even made it back to the Hacienda or the Casa. I think Hacienda is like Big Ranch. And, honey, I don't need you to respond yet because I have not introduced you yet. Please. Anywho.com again. Casa is actually house. But anyway, Bay is not with us. So I've asked my lovely wife, in whom I am well pleased, Carrie Davis, to join us in the technical director seat. Now you can, you go. Now you can say something.
Y'all didn't even know I was here, did you?
Carrie Davis, my lovely wife, in whom I am well pleased, is with us tonight.
Stop.
I'm getting you in the center now. You can't be telling me what to do in the show.
You know, it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a while because you've had, Greg helped you out.
Yeah, Greg helps
me. Troy helped you out.
T-Roy helps me.
And, of course, Bay, when she's available.
Bay doesn't help me anymore.
It's been quite a while since I've been. So I could be pushing anything back here. Who knows?
And already clearly demonstrated as we have, begun our show. But thank you so much for tuning in because we just want to talk. And you know what? We got our sweet tea here, hon. You got your sweet tea? I got my sweet tea. So we're going to do a little virtual clinker clank here.
Clinker clank.
Clinker clank.
Clinker clank.
So
here, should I slurp it in the thing?
Yeah, slurp it in the mic. So did you get choked up over there?
Yeah.
Don't spill it.
I'm gonna spill it all over the
Let's not do that.
Let's
not do that. But anyway, hey, thank you for tuning in, Clear. Now, folks, I want to let you know it's Friday in the Driveway. I'm going to start doing a lot better on the program. I'm going to be more consistent with airing Friday in the Driveway. And as the new year rolls around into January, can you believe the year is just about up? I mean, it's October, about to be November, and then
yesterday was January. How did we get here?
Huh?
Yesterday was January. How did we get here?
I didn't know yesterday was January. I thought it was October 24th. But anyway, just kidding. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it just flew by so fast. And but as the new year rolls around, we're going to start season 2 of Friday in the Driveway Studio Edition. That's season 2. So be on the lookout. And I'm going to next year. I'm committed. I'm going to be at least once a month, probably twice a month on Friday in the Driveways. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to do some Friday in the Driveways when it comes to the year 2025.
Well,
So
dear, you're just a busy man. You got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I have a lot
You got
going
a
on.
lot going on.
But we built this studio, and I've got all this equipment, and I want to use it, and I want to have some fun with it. I'm even thinking about doing a Wednesday Bible study deal in the middle of the day. But we'll see.
All right.
You don't seem optimistic in your tone.
I'll be at work, so you do whatever you
But
want to.
anywho.com, we are happy that you're here. Now, be sure and check. These are the dates for the rest of the year, all right? So these are the dates, 11/15. We're going to have a Friday in the Driveway, 11/29. And I'm actually going to have these two. Look, I'm going to point at them. These two dates right here are going to be on Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about being grateful, and we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. What? Yeah, November's Thanksgiving. And then this one down here, let me see, right here, this is just 5 days before Christmas.
Wait a minute. Is that the day after Thanksgiving, the 29th?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
That's good. That's Black Friday right there.
That is Black Friday, and I know what a big shopper you are.
Yeah.
That day. So I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, I'm a humongous shopper. Not. But anyway, these are going to be my Thanksgiving shows and then my Christmas show right here, and that's going to conclude season 1 of the Studio Edition. And then we're going to kick off January. I hadn't got the dates yet, but we're going to kick off January with our new season 2 Studio Edition. So I'm excited. Friday in the Driveway. So thanks you. Now, you know what? I just want to do something kind of fun. I don't know how this is going to go, but I got a friend that lives in Houston, Texas. And he may be busy. I texted him earlier today, and he didn't respond, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I figure that I would try to get my friend Darren Neely on the phone and just do an impromptu interview. So like I say, folks, I don't know if he was going to answer or not. I have
He might see it's you and run the other way, but
Well, that is
who knows?
That could very well happen. I mean, that could very well happen. Let me get his number here. Darren he's a comedian, and he lives in Dallas, Texas. A good longtime friend of mine, and I just want to kind of do an impromptu interview and see what happens. Yeah, go ahead and unmute the phone for me there. And now here's the deal. I got to preface this. If he answers the phone, folks, he's crazy as a loon. I'm just going to tell you. He is crazy, and he's joined up with this comedy group that travels. They're actually going to be in Little Rock March the 22nd.
Really?
But so I'm just prefacing this. I don't know what's going to happen here. He may not answer. He may be doing something. He may be, doing some comedian show or something tonight somewhere. But hey, I'm going to give it a try. Here we go. See if old Darren answers.
he might have a gig.
Yeah, he probably does. That's 3 rings. I doubt he's going to answer. He probably answer if it's.
Yeah.
Let's leave him a message.
Okay.
Yeah, let's leave him a message.
Sure.
Hey, this is Darren Neely. I'm not available right now. You can leave me a message or shoot me a text, whichever works for you, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.
Shoot me a text.
Shoot him a text. Hey, Darren. This is Michael R. Davis. I'm live. Facebook Live TV, YouTube Live TV, Friday in the Driveway. I was calling you, try to get an impromptu interview. But
Hey, Darren.
That's my lovely wife. But you being the celebrity that you are, you probably got a gig going right now. You ain't got time to talk to us little folks. But, hey, I'm live, Facebook Live TV. And, all three of my viewers, I was going to do an interview, an impromptu interview with you, but you didn't even answer your phone. So
There's at least 5 on here.
there's 5 on. Yeah. So we got a capacity crowd. Take
No,
that.
it says 12.
Take that,
13.
Neely. Anywho.com. We'll try again some other day. Goodbye. Well, there we go, folks. We just left a voicemail.
Strike
one. You know, I got more than one friend in the world.
I've heard you say that. We'll see if it's really true. I don't know.
I do. I have more than one. I'm going to see if I can. I'll tell you what. Let's try. I got this one set up. I'm going to try to call my buddy Kevin Murray. Sure. I mean, he may. I didn't text him earlier today. So let's just see what happens. Let's see if old Kev. And now Kevin, he's passed. Darren Neely's calling me back. Darren Neely is calling me back. Here we go. Let's go back to Darren. Here we go. Let's see. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, boy.
what are you doing?
Did you listen to my message by chance?
I just saw it. I meant to get a hold of you earlier. I'm in the middle of Temple, Texas. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Temple.
It's a lot like the Temple of the Lord, except for a little bit more meth usage.
You know your Facebook Live, right?
Your Facebook Live, YouTube Live TV right now.
That's fine. I mean, the people need to know. They deserve to know.
They just Temple. What are you doing in
Temple.
Temple? What are you doing there?
Oh, I'm doing a little youth event for a buddy of mine that I met when I was out in Dallas. I come out here about every 3 or 4 years.
Oh.
Mainly just making a little extra money for the kids, for
That's a good
homeless
thing.
people and people that need help.
Listen, all you had to do was say the kids, and we understand.
We
that.
understand the kids. We understand.
Amen.
Yeah. That's my
Amen.
lovely wife, Darren, by the way. I don't know if you can hear her real well. She's over
Yeah,
there.
I can hear. I can hear great. She's coming in loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Well, Darren, I just want to call and just say, man, just a little impromptu interview and just say, hey, that's last time you was on Friday in the Driveway, you was throwing Skittles at me, and I just wanted to, call.
Yeah, and I need to say we threw them a little too hard, and that's on us. I think it was the adrenaline and maybe some sugar-free Red Bull, but I really feel like a couple of times I crow hopped.
Yeah, I think so. And man, I'm gonna tell you, we've talked about this before, but folks, for those of you who don't know, I was actually in my driveway at that time, and I was doing a Friday in the Driveway, and something like little rocks, I thought, were hitting my truck. And I thought, somebody is throwing rocks at my truck.
He was about to bow up on
Man.
somebody.
And I was right in the middle of the show, but I just said, hey, I got to find out, because they can't be throwing rocks at my truck. And then it was you, your wife, your brother-in-law, your brother-in-law's wife, all y'all just crashed the party. Boy, I was I was about to WWE somebody. I surely was.
But it was fun though, right?
Yeah, it turned out.
Well, then he was
positive.
tickled. He
Yeah.
was tickled.
Hey, Darren, I want to get your thought on the phrase "tickled to death." Do you think that that's something that we really should use? You being a comedian and all, and you knowing what's funny.
Well, here's what I'll say. I was an only child. Okay.
Yeah.
I was an only adopted child, and I don't know if people know this about my story, but I was in the hospital for 11 days by myself with some sort of a rash.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I do
Bless your
feel
heart.
like, it's Mike. There's been some struggles with it, but it's made me who I am. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I didn't really have anybody to wrestle around with as a kid.
Yeah.
Especially with that rash going on.
I had an imaginary friend. His name's Kenny, but
Kenny?
I could whoop his tail. You know what I mean? It wasn't even close. So I believe my dad, Gene Neely, he understood that I didn't have any play pals, and I didn't have anybody to mess around with. So, when we'd watch wrestling on the TV, he'd want to wrestle with me.
Sure.
Now, Gene wore about a 42 at the time, so he's a husky fella.
Gene, I do
He's
apologize.
about 5'9", no matter where you measure him. Just up, across, sideways. And he would pin me down on the ground, Mike, and he would tickle me until I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
So the phrase "tickled to death," I can tell you right now, that's a bad way to go out.
Pretty traumatic.
Well, that's just kind of what I was thinking about the whole thing, being tickled to death. That just doesn't, I think we need to probably not use that phrase. But
Well, in today's day and time, Mike, I say everybody just needs to stop tickling.
well,
I just feel like it's too big of a risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's just keep our hands in our pockets.
Hey, except for when you got to open your can of Diet Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Darren, real quickly, you're in Houston, Texas. I told him you're in Houston, Texas. Just give us a little bit about who you are and what you're all about and what's going on in your life. Is there anything you want to talk to us about real quickly? And then I'll let you get back to your youth event.
Man. In fact, Michael, I just did an event last night. I hosted an event last night, and my wife, Ashley, it's Elizabeth Ashley, but she goes by Ashley. And we
I don't think
are
I ever knew that, by the way.
Yeah, that's what Bob and Sue named her, but then they went with the middle name, which they could have done from the jump, just switched them.
Yeah.
They didn't want people to call her Liz or Lizzie, and so that's what all her friends up here in Houston call her now, because they found out that they didn't want to call her that, so they call her Lizzie. I don't call her that. I call her Ashley. If we're in a mall and I need to get her attention, I'll yell Elizabeth. But we are Ashley and myself and several of our friends are super involved in the foster care community here, but it's kind of a strange end of the foster care system. We are an organization called the Joshua Project, and we work with kids that have aged out of foster care. So these are kids that are 18 years old or older. Some of them stay in the system and live in terrible housing situations. It's just a bad situation all the way around. And so we've got a group of folks that just try to mentor these kids, and eventually we're going to raise enough money to build our own place and have our own property, and we're going to have a housing and job training and the whole deal down the road one of these days. But I tell you that to say, even just last night, we got to host a fundraiser for another organization in Houston called the Riverside Project, and they're kind of on the front end of things, where they're trying to get kids early and get them stable and get people around them. And Mike, we played 2 hours of bingo last night.
Oh,
and my wife and I called the bingo game.
Nice.
Bingo!
Yep. It was neon night. It was neon. Everybody was dressed up in neon. Man, we just had a blast. We raised, for that organization last night, we raised $125,000.
Oh,
Wow.
So, big night.
That's awesome.
So that's what we're doing. And then on the side, I'm doing comedy as much as I can, and just trying to help people laugh a little bit in some dark places. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, laughter's good medicine, thrills the soul. It's encouraging. I love it.
It's better than tickling, I'll tell you that.
Hey, y'all, Tommy Goucher says, hey, Michael and Darren on the
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy!
Tommy Goucher. Oh,
Tommy Goucher.
Listen, that was the original group right there. Folks, y'all don't know. I wish I called Tommy. But
here's what you need to do. You need to do a night where you have Tommy and Scotty and me on the phone at the same time.
Oh no. Hey, we're gonna do that, Darren. We're gonna do that.
I know we are.
And it's gonna
Hey, and can I give a plug real quick?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
To all my Arkansas people watching or listening or however you're getting this, March 22nd, I believe is the date. March 22nd, 2025, the year of our Lord. I work with an organization. It's not an organization. It's an entertainment agency here called Gospel Entertainment, and we put on shows all around. And we're bringing our show to Little Rock, Arkansas that night down on the river, and it's the 22nd of March. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, it'll be a night of clean comedy. But these are some of the funniest human beings in Houston. And I'm the only white guy on the roster.
Nice.
It's 300 seat auditorium. It's going to sell out. It's just going to be tons of fun. You can bring your mom and them because it's going to be a clean show. I just can't wait to get down there. I wish it was sooner.
Sounds awesome.
Well, man, I'm telling you, I got the link you sent me. I'm going to get on there. You're going to see me there.
Well, I need you to promote it on your end, Michael. You've got this platform where you're reaching tens of people every week, and I need you to use that influence. I don't know how many people.
10s to 20.
Well, 20 is more than 10.
Yeah, 10s. I like to use the 10s to 20. I'm reaching 10s to 20.
Yeah, but it's the rebroadcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the repost.
Hey, Melanie Hill says Ann B. Hill needs to be on your call.
B. Hill, O'Brien Hill. You remember O'Brien Hill?
Oh, Brian.
And then Aaron
You know, he's
Sexton
all the way
says
up in
y'all are two of his
Oklahoma.
favorite people.
He's up in Oklahoma, up there toward right outside there in the Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good.
I was in
job up there.
Oklahoma last week. Last weekend. I was in the middle of nowhere, Marlow, Oklahoma.
Marlow. Darren, you're
I'm
in some
telling you,
places I ain't never heard of, my friend.
Well, it's Vacation Home of the Stars. I'll tell you how big this town is, Michael. After the event was over on Sunday after church, we were all sitting around trying to decide where we're going to eat lunch. And we did a little head count, and there's 9 of us, and that meant we had to drive 10 miles to the next town because there wasn't a restaurant in Marlow that could seat 9 people at a time. That is a true story.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
Man, those are the good times though. Those are the
It was a good time. We had a good time. Made lots of memories, lots of giggles.
Well, Darren, love you to death, buddy. Thank you for calling me back. I was afraid I left you a message, but thank you for calling me back, man. And we'll be sure and with all the 10s and 20s of people that's watching and listening, I'll definitely promote your little March 22nd show. And Carrie and I are planning on being there. Probably Jordan and Bay probably gonna come with us too.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
But we'll see you, man. Just love you to death. Tell Ashley I said hello. Tell your kids I said hello. And
Will do.
And when I
Thank y'all
get
for
you,
calling.
Scotty, and Tommy, and all you guys together, we'll just have us a big old time.
Gosh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Michael.
Hey, Darren.
Y'all have
thank
a lovely
you.
evening.
We will, buddy. Talk to you soon.
See y'all.
Bye bye. I tell you what, now that is my buddy Darren, and just doing some good things. What did he call that project, hon, that he was a part of? The foster care project?
Joshua
Project. That's a cool deal because they're, these kids that get older and they're still in the system and they, that's just a difficult place to be, and they're taking the reins at helping these kids. And
well, there's almost no 18-year-old who's just ready to go out on their own. I mean,
Right.
they still need support. They need guidance. They
Sure.
need money.
But the system, the adoption system, when you turn 18, you're an adult, so they push you out.
right.
But I don't know of an 18-year-old. I mean, maybe some, but 18-year-olds
Rare.
still need a lot of help.
Yeah.
So kudos to Darren. We'll find out some more information about what they're doing. Maybe there's some things we can do to help, but never the how. Well, you know what? I don't know if we're going to get to our topic tonight or not, to be honest with you, because I want to see, just by chance, I had so much fun with Darren. I want to call my buddy Kevin Murray. Let's see if he is around. What do you say?
Sure. Go for it.
Let's go for it.
Hello, Kevin.
If he don't answer, we'll have to leave a message.
Maybe he'll call back.
I know. Well,
Hello.
hey, Murph, man.
What is going on?
What's happening, bro? Ham and cheese.
Whoa, I'm at the football game.
Are you really? Hey, buddy, I want you to know you're on live with me, Facebook Live TV, YouTube Live TV, Friday
Are you
in the
kidding?
driveway. No,
Friday in the driveway?
you are.
That is awesome. Man, I've got to do a lot of stuff, but that ranks way, way up there. I promise. You remember that night? It was about 12 degrees out in the barn.
Oh, son, I'll never forget. Everything I've got just shriveled up into nothing. Boy, it was so cold.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Well, that barn fell down last year. It's gone.
Hey,
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing we wasn't in it.
That's the truth.
show.
That
Yeah.
is the truth. Well, I don't mean to bug you. We just kind of wanted to do a little impromptu interview on the show.
Oh,
But
gosh, that is wonderful. I'm so jacked you called, man. It's Friday Night Lights here in Piggott, Arkansas.
what? So who's Piggott playing tonight?
Piggott is playing Manila, and Piggott is 0 and whatever, and Manila had won one game. So
they
the
play
stands, yeah, it's not looking good for the Mohawks. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game, and we just turned the ball over on downs.
All right.
But
All right.
here's the deal. We had a chance till 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and we still do. We could get a fumble. But anyway, hey, Friday in the driveway has made a difference in a lot of folks. Just trying to get through this thing we call life. Isn't that right?
There you go, buddy. That's it.
A little clicker clank. And are you drinking sweet tea or Mountain Dew tonight?
We got the sweet tea
Sweet
tonight,
tea.
brother. Sweet
There
tea
you
all
go.
day long.
That is awesome. I guess your wonderful wife's helping you.
Yeah, you know, Bay's so busy now, man. She's in college and working. I can't hardly
Yeah.
get her to sit down long enough to help me
Yeah.
anymore.
Hey,
I
Kevin.
understand. Hey, I can hear that sweet voice in the background.
Oh, yeah.
As to saying around here in Piggott, you have outpunted your coverage there, my friend, with that precious wife.
No doubt.
Hey, I was looking. Have you lost some weight?
He has.
I have lost a little weight, my friend.
I noticed that when I saw you this afternoon when you were prepping for Friday in the driveway tonight.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, I believe Mike D has slimmed up a little.
Well, let me
That
tell you.
is good.
He lost it and I picked it up. So
Well-
that's how that worked.
Well, I don't know about that, but let me tell you what happened, Kev. Is I'm teaching out at Central Baptist College, and
Oh, yeah,
I
I
was-
know, Dr. Davis. Yeah, I got you.
no, but what I'm saying is I was standing at the screen. I was pointing at a screen and saying, "This is going to be the essay on the test, so y'all need to remember this." And so all the students took out their phones and they was taking picture of that screen, and I was in their pictures.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what slide I told them was going to be the essay. So I messaged one of the students and said, "Hey, send me that picture you took of the screen so I can remember." And he sent, and I saw myself in his picture, and I looked like Santa Claus, man. My big old gut was sticking out as big as can be. And I decided
Was that the wake-up call?
that was
wake-up
the
call?
wake-up call right there.
Well, I tell you what, you woke up a sleeping giant. Now he's a sleeping slim giant.
Well, I still got a little ways to go, but I appreciate you for recognizing it.
Yeah. Hey, I always appreciate that.
Well,
Well, that's great. Hey, what's the topic tonight? I hadn't been able to listen, so
I don't know that we're even going to be able to get to the
Well,
topic
I
tonight.
tell you what, Aaron
how about friendships that last forever?
Hey, I love it because I just got off the phone. I called Darren Neely too, and I talked.
Yeah?
I talked to him, and then I said I'm gonna call my other friend Kevin Murray. And
Oh,
so
so I was number 2.
no, you were
Oh,
just
is that-
second on the list. It was,
Second on the list, boy. Hey, that's all right. Second's better than third.
Aaron says it needs to
So
be called.
anyway, I'm
Calls
just
from
glad I got the
Driveway
call and I was ready for it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man.
Hey, you know who came and preached for me about a month ago?
Please tell me.
OTG, Troy Gremlin.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir.
Troy
He
Gremlin
did.
came to Piggott, Arkansas?
He came to Piggott, Arkansas, and preached. And I'm gonna tell you what, it was awesome to see him. When he came in, he smelled so good. I mean, he smelled like a Miami lawyer.
Listen,
I
I'm kind of mad at you right now that you didn't even tell me in advance that he was coming.
I should have. I posted it and put it out there for a couple of weeks. And anyway, I said, man, boy, you smell good. And my office smelled like him for a week. And just this week in the mail, I got the very same cologne he was wearing, buddy. He mailed it to me. It was some Louis Vuitton, lover. Louis Vuitton.
Oh, man.
So I sprayed some more, and I texted him. I said, boy, I hope I preach like you.
Yeah.
I smell like you.
For those that don't know, Kevin Murray, he's a pastor at the first. Is it, Emmanuel Baptist Church in Piggott. Our buddy Troy Gremlin, we went to college with him. We hung out together. He's a pastor in South Florida. And what's his church?
Potential Church. He just wrote a book. There's a book out, and if your listeners are listening, it is a great book. I've read it, and we passed it out at our church. It's called Potential, and you can find it on all the book places, Amazon, all those places.
Well,
so
the thing about it is, I just want to tell everybody, when we were in college, I really saw you, Kevin, as definitely going to be somebody that was going to be a preacher and was going to make a difference and pastor and all that. But I never thought that Troy Gremlin was going to do what he's doing.
No, it's just it's just God. That's all you can say.
Yeah.
How God could take someone. Troy was really kind of quiet.
Yeah.
History teacher, was going to be a history teacher and coach, good athlete and everything. But, God sure used him now. He's been all over. I mean, literally all over the world.
Yeah.
I talked to him this weekend, and he was in Lima, Peru. They have a church. They have a campus there in Lima. But I tell you, somebody else who's making a difference, you are, Mike Davis. We're super proud of you, my friend. I'm telling you, from the time we were in school now, you're still writing great music and leading worship and just doing great stuff. So keep it up. And your studio and your media, whatever you call that, is incredible. So I was just talking about that to somebody else the other day, and it was Troy. It was Troy I was telling about. And I was telling him about all that you do, and he goes, I need to call him. So, hey, does your wife like South Florida?
Yeah.
You know what?
We like
You
it
never
anywhere.
know. You never know. I've got to remind him he was looking for a good media guy. So there you go.
I don't know if we can do that.
I'll come see you. I'll come see you more if you live in Florida.
Hey, I'd have to load up my studio and just take it with me, though, because
you would.
But well, Murph, I love you, man, and thank you so much for answering the phone and being with us tonight, bro.
That's awesome. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good evening. See you.
Okay. Hey, tell everybody we said hello. All right.
I'll do it. See you, bud.
Bye-bye. You know what? We're not going to get to my topic tonight.
No, it's already 9:20.
20 minutes after the hour of 9. But
I don't know if anybody heard me, but our buddy Aaron Sexton.
you're supposed to put it on you when you talk. You're supposed to put the camera on.
sorry.
Go ahead.
See, you got on to me.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. You got on to me before when I put it on me, so
You put it on you when you're talking.
Well, anyway. Our buddy Aaron Sexton from Midtown Church said tonight, I don't know if anybody heard me when I said this, but he said tonight ought to be called Cold Calls from the Driveway. Because that's all we did.
Cold calls. Hey, we should call Aaron. I don't have it. But, no, but I'm going to tell you, the topic that I had tonight was, are you scared? But we're not going to get to it. I'm not going to get into it because, Halloween and things. I'm not going to talk about it. But it was just cool to call Darren. And I just want to say this, and I hope these guys will watch this and see this. But as you go through life, that there are people that come into your life at certain times, and are just a tremendous encouragement. And both Darren Neely, and not just Darren Neely and Kevin Murray, there's quite a few people that have come in and out of my life, some are even still in my life, that have just really made a difference and been there and encouraged me, and I was able to encourage them. And so I think tonight I just want to kind of let that be our point, that let that be what we're discussing to kind of help us get through this thing called life, and that is that we need one another.
That's right.
We need people to that we can laugh with. And sitting right here in the studio with me, my lovely wife, Carrie Davis, the absolute supreme encouragement of my life on a daily basis. And I would not, I don't want to live any day without Carrie in it going forward. It's
right back at you, Dave.
there. You don't want to live a single day without you in your life. I get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, but
But I think that's what I want, the point that, and this is totally impromptu. It's not prepared. Look, I got my cards and everything. It's completely filled out, but we're not going over it. Everything is just right off the cuff, and that is that we need to encourage one another as Christ followers. We are like Christ when we love like Christ, when we encourage like Christ, when we forgive like Christ, when we are like Christ. Darren, thank you for being there for me. Kevin, I call him Murph. Murph, because when we were in college, that was his nickname. His name's Kevin Murray, and we just all called him Murph. And so I've always called him Murph. And just Murph has been an encouragement to me through some real difficult times. And I just praise the Lord for these men, and not just them, but others too. I mean, I could name names after names after names of people that God has put into my life that have encouraged me. And my challenge tonight in closing is that may you be that encouragement to somebody. All right. What do you think, Carrie?
I'm right there with you. And as you were talking, I was thinking, as I get older, which sadly I am, I feel the draw to pour into people. When you're young, you're just taking it all in. You're kind of doing your own thing. You're wrapped up in your own stuff. And as you get older, kids grow and what are you doing?
I'm sorry, y'all. My presentation's all messed up because I didn't do my show.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to get it to the right. So I go ahead. We were trying to do this, and nobody know, but
he's all in my business over here, so I can't. But anyway, my point is, when you get to a point in your life where things, I won't say that they've slowed down or anything, but you kind of get to a realization that, I've been through a lot of stuff. Michael's been through a lot of stuff, and you learn from that stuff. And it's our responsibility to use what God has taught us through the events of our life to teach others, to encourage others, and to kind of push them along their way.
Yeah.
With the Lord. So I'm right there with you.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Friday in the Driveway tonight. Definitely. Now, you can check us out on the World Wide Web at michaelrdavisministries.yolasite.com. That's right. And the reason we do .yolasite.com is because it's free. It don't cost anything. So I'm all, and you know what? I have 3 pages that's free. It's like 3 different pages on my website that's free. They don't even offer that anymore.
You have 3 separate pages?
3 separate. It's not websites. One website, 3 pages.
Oh, so you usually have to pay per page?
Well, I mean, if you want more than 3, well, now I don't even think they give you 3 pages.
Oh,
free.
I'm not a webmaster or anything like that, so I wouldn't know.
But anyway, check us out on the World Wide Web, michaelrdavisministries.yolasite.com. And I'm your host tonight, Michael R. Davis. And hey, thank you for tuning in tonight. And people have been there for you. So how about you be there for people? All right. So seek out where might God use you. Thank you so much to my lovely wife, Carrie Davis, for being with us tonight. And
My pleasure.
thank you for being our assistant technical director tonight. You did such a great job.
Did I?
Did a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
There weren't very many buttons to push tonight, so
Wow.
it worked out.
Well, that's good. Well, it's always fun to get to hang around and play Friday in the Driveway. So, hey, thank you. And remember this, in closing tonight, this is my final point, is remember this. Here, put it on this camera, hon. Let me get.
Got to get
center
up
it
close
There
and
we
up
go.
close and personal here.
Center it up real good right here. Remember this. Wherever you are, there you will be.
Deep Thoughts with Michael R. Davis.